I mean, it's all really there that the big banks run the drugs. They run the aircraft. I mean, it came out that Wachovia and Wells Fargo were leasing the drug aircraft that, again, are also being used for torture flights. I mean, this is well known. The CIA is the cocaine importation agency. They've been caught over and over again in Congress. And so now the full horror of this narcotics, white slavery running, arms running, murder incorporated global mafia that's taken over our governments through the National Security Acts, NATO, and the rest of it. This is an organized crime syndicate that's so arrogant and filled with bravado and chutzpah that they make 40-to-1 bets with other people's money at MF Global, that they are now rolling weapons up against Russia, and Russia's having to point nukes back at Europe. I mean, these are crazy people that may destroy the planet because it's another big gamble in their mad, crazed, bravado, hubris-driven insanity. Nero burned Rome. Caligula married his horse. The Aztecs went crazy and sacrificed their kids. Elites go nuts. We've got a crazy batch of them that are going to create World War III if we don't start arresting them.
All right, Alex, let me cut in because we only have a minute left, and I wanted to ask you one last question. The banks crashed in 2008, if you recall, and we were told then that the Treasury Secretary threatened martial law if the TARP, the $750 billion bailout of Wall Street, wasn't passed. What do you expect to happen the next time banks crash? Because it looks like we're on the verge now of another 2008-like major bank failure, which could be in the next few weeks or months. What do you see happening there, Alex? I mean, they already threatened martial law. I guess now it would be time to actually enact martial law. Your thoughts?
Well, we've been incrementally put into martial law with the TSA and the highway checkpoints. So they're just getting the police, the military, and the media ready to go along with it. But yes, they are preparing clearly for some type of collapse. The word is in October. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but they're telling police it's going to happen. They're telling military, get ready for something that'll change the world in October. So we're in a very dangerous time. And again, these banks are designed to collapse, and then each time they get even more power out of it. So they've signed us onto their fraudulent debt, and it's either us or them. We either arrest these criminal bankers for all their drug running and their money laundering and their derivative scams, or they're going to use the crisis they've created to bring in a new dark age of tyranny. And during this collapse, they're going to try to launch new wars against the planet. So the world is lining up for what could turn into World War III right now, Max.
All right. Well, on that note, we're out of time. Alex Jones, thanks so much for being on The Edge.
Thanks for having me, Max.
All right, and that's going to do it for this edition of On The Edge. I want to thank my guest, Alex Jones. If you want to send me an email, please do so at ontheedge@presstv.com. Until next time, Max Kaiser saying bye, y'all.